For attrition tools and retention, we have our own in-house tools, but bringing value is what this relationship has really done for us. And one way they bring value, which is also what we look for in a partnership, is strong communication, sometimes even over-communication. I'll tell you guys, in the early days of our partnership with MI, now known as Suede, around the 28th to the 30th of every single month, I'd get a call from Mr. Chris Benaboo, and I'm like, why is this guy writing me? He's like, it's the 29th of the month, 6:30 p.m. Where are your deals? And I'm like, the deals are coming, man. We're a fourth quarter team, coach. And I resented that in the first probably 3, 4, 5 months because I'd never felt it before. I didn't feel this, since 25 years ago when I was, a lowly salesperson at an ISO, and he's writing me as a CEO of my own company. But then that developed into a rapport, that developed into commiseration, that developed into talking about the macro picture, the micro picture, issues at my firm, issues at his firm, how we could correlate those issues and learn from them and get better. That correlated to trends within the industry and what we could improve in each of our organizations. And then it became a really, really strong rapport that led to an even stronger partnership.
I'm really passionate about this because this is something that we deal with every single day. Every call we get starts out at 95.5. And it's like the first question we ask is, of what? At the end of the day, I think it goes back to what Saint said, like, you can give somebody 95.5, but as soon as the phone rings, you have to pick up that call and you have to provide support, and all of a sudden you're losing money. And so for us, we're trying to figure out a way to, how can we do an 80-20, an 85-15, but give you so much value that you make more on an 85-15 split than you would ever make on a 95-5 split because of the partnership that exists, because of the interaction and the trust and everything that goes into a real partnership.
Ourselves, as an ISO 15 years ago, we started getting our first 100% offers, but 100% of what? They're basically baking you a little kid-sized personal pan pizza and saying, look, you get all of this, and there are all these hidden fees, there's refund interchange, there's annual fees, there's some POS upgrade fees, all this BS that they're charging your merchants and not sharing in on it. My mind was blown in the beginning when our COO introduced us to MI and now Suede, when I was like, what are you talking about? 80% split. We've been getting 100% split. Every processor's lining up, giving us everything. And he's like, no, you don't understand. The value, I've done the math. They showed us a Schedule A with items we've never even seen before if we become an FSP. Who's out there making ISOs into FSPs? Nearly nobody, but they took the lead. And not only that, they're bringing such a strong value proposition, or they did bring such a strong value proposition with pioneering dual pricing a couple years back, and their Valor Paytech product having dual pricing in that software embedded right in the terminal. I just have to add the probably unpopular opinion that I would advise people not to sell unless you absolutely have to. Being in this industry for 30 years, we've sold our portfolio twice. First time was probably 15 years ago because we were operating on fumes and we had to. We sold to recapitalize, and we probably got something like 26x, 26 months on our portfolio. It's an embarrassing number in hindsight, but we had to do it. We had to sell, to grow, to survive. And the second time around, which happened probably 6-7 years after that, we sold in the 40s and we were like, yes, we got a W, yes. But in hindsight, we left so much money on the table. And I would just say that don't sell unless you have to. There are two reasons. One is to recapitalize. Second is to expand. So the first time was to recapitalize, and the second was to expand into where we are now. But if you are going to sell, we just happen to have some panelists that can represent M&A transactions, and I think LMP behind Vaden is still very interested.
We are actively buying.
And I am actively selling.
No, because we're buying from you.
I am actively doing absolutely nothing. Our goal is to increase per merchant earn. Impact Tech Lab has a program where we're giving away free websites to our existing merchants. Not only that, but then expanding it to where we're giving e-commerce sites to these merchants who don't have it, expanding. So in a way, yes, we're charging an additional $29.95, $49, whatever it is, but at the same time, it's bringing value to that merchant.
We are also innovating our products, and we're leveraging tools like Suede's CRM. I'm being told, I've never actually logged into our CRM, but my COO and CFO say that MI and Suede have the most valuable CRM that they've seen in their careers, and our team leverages that. On top of that, we've been constantly developing. We found out probably 7-8 years ago that the ISV channel within the ethnic restaurant community wasn't going to work out, because every single time an ISV saw us board 200 or 300 or 500 merchants of theirs, they're like, hey, maybe we're in the wrong business. Maybe we need a piece of that business. And then they would sign an ISO agreement and move. We ended up building our own POS, and today we're in the middle of building our own cloud-based POS, and we've even developed, our CTO's right there, even just recently developed our tap-to-pay mobile POS, and linked to that within the same cloud environment are our AI agent ordering tools for small businesses. So we need to continue to innovate. We have our, one of the representatives of our marketing department. We also integrate marketing tools, real-time full-service digital marketing within that payments environment, and we pull back that payments data and tell our merchants where they're improving on, where they need work on, what days, what afternoons are better for them, where they need to put their specials on, merchant by merchant, and we sit down and we consult with them. Because just like Suede and MI believe in partnership, we believe in partnership with our merchants as well. I've been coming to these things since my early 20s, and I ask myself, it's like, what's it take to get on stage? I guess you gotta bust your ass for about 25 years and learn a thing or two along the way. Thanks again.
Thank you all.